All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, especially Alex's kids who are up causing havoc at his house. My camera's doing funny things, but that's all right. We are here. We are live at the call-in show, Christian Rants call-in. Alex, my co-host, how are you doing? It's a little hectic over your house today, yeah.
I am doing great. My wife is not here at the moment, so I put the kids down an hour ago, but any parent knows how that goes. You'll know very soon if you don't already.
I hope not. I hope that she goes to bed on time every night without a fuss. And
I'm sure she will.
if I don't know, I have to ask my mom how I was when it was time for bed. Maybe it was because that's probably going to be a reflection. And then I got to ask my wife, how was she when it was time for bed? Because that will clearly be a reflection. So you must have been a terror, I'm guessing.
Honestly, I was just gonna say that makes complete sense because I was awful at bedtime.
That's God's way. That's God's version of karma, right? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
you want to be a terror? Well, your kids are going to be terrors, so enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time watching, listening, however you're consuming, just so you know, we are the number one show, the number one political commentary show that airs on Thursdays around 9:45. Where one host has an American flag in the background and the other host has a library in the background. So you are watching right now the best of the best. You will not find a number one show like this anywhere on the internet. In fact, I dare you to try. Yes. Applause.
Around 9:45.
Around 9:45. That's when we're scheduled. We never get here on time because we're both insanely busy. But we got a lot of breaking news this week, Alex. But, before we get to our breaking news, I mean, how we have to start off the show, right? I mean, this is like a tradition now on this show. If you're new, there's a certain group of people that we enjoy roasting at the beginning of our shows. And I feel like they deserve the roast. Just me personally, I think that they've earned the way that they are treated. I don't know if you feel the same, Alex, but
Absolutely, of course. And are we talking about our favorite people?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, we are. And let's see if the chat knows exactly who we're about to roast. You get a prize if you can guess the group of people. Get Ohio Patriots on it. Ohio Patriots on it. We got to roast white liberal women on this show. It's a tradition. It goes back generations of both of our families. I have a couple options today. Honestly, it was easier to find breaking news to talk about today than it was to find videos of crazy white liberal women. There's like a shortage.
Definitely big news week.
Yeah, definitely a big news week. Definitely a shortage of white liberal women on X videos this week. But I do. Oops, let me change that volume output so I don't echo. And sorry, guys, I work technology like a boomer. You'll have to see. That's why I have Alex on the show, because Alex is a Gen Zer, and he basically eats, sleeps, and breathes technology. And he's my co-host / producer. He's just that talented.
Yeah. And don't let the young good looks fool you, because Jeremiah actually is a boomer.
I am not a boomer, you jerk. Listen, this is the reason the show is so successful. By the way, the 10 of you watching right now, hit that thumbs up button, because we are taking phone calls, by the way, but we need this chat to pop off. We are going to take your phone calls and get your opinions on everything going on this week. But Alex, people might be asking, it's not that we just roast liberal white women, right? It's not that we just there's more reasons why we're the number one show. We cover the news better than anybody else. I mean, hands down. I mean, it's not even close. We're good looking. We're funny and charming. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's no secret why we are the number one show. Political commentary at 9:45 on Thursdays, where one host has a library in the background and one host has an American flag in the background. I mean, it's no secret. It's no secret. But let's get to roasting these white liberal awfuls.
I wasn't going to make a video about this because I genuinely want to move on with my life. But a few weeks ago, I made a stupid video about the president. The far right found it, posted it on Twitter, and then got me fired from my job. I am already reaping the consequences of what I said. I lost my job in an economy that's already incredibly difficult, and I want to.
Now, what she's not mentioning right now, I'm not going to watch the whole 2 minutes, but is that she, the video that she got fired for was being disappointed that the shooter did not get Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
To move forward. Do I regret what I said? Her. Absolutely. I shouldn't have posted it on the internet, okay? It was a joke. I do not condone violence, and I would never hurt anybody.
That's a lie.
Okay? That being said, I just got a letter in the mail. They have an address on it, so I'm going to have to report it to the authorities. It's a picture of my house, and it says, Allison, how does it feel? You've been doxxed and karma, cause and effect is coming, with a smiley face. All I have to say is that we're living in an incredibly scary time.
I think she made that up. But listen, hey, actions have consequences. And, if you're going to make fun of presidential assassination attempts, I'm sorry, she wasn't making fun of it. She was disappointed that the president did not get assassinated. You posted on the internet. I mean, what did you expect to happen?
Yeah. Holy self-own. I can't believe someone doxed me and wished harm upon me after I wished harm upon the person running our country.
Right. After I just wished for the assassination of the president, how dare anyone come at me, bro?
Crazy times.
Crazy times. Now, this next one, Alex, I want you to. Now, this one's going to be tough to see. I'm gonna full screen it, of course, but
let's see if you can.
I want you to catch it. Yeah. Let's see if I can. I can't. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. What's going on here? Brandon Tatum. Okay, that's the guy.
Oh. Right. I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
My young black coworker today came up to me, said, "I'm going to the wall, man. I need some extra money." I said, "You're not Brandon Tatum. Stop it."
That's a good one. That's a good one. As the communists love to tell us from Colonel Olds, freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence. Yes, that is the white liberals' favorite line, is to tell us that freedom of speech is not freedom from consequences. And
speaking of that, how do you feel, before we get into the next video, how do you feel about the reverse cancel culture? Because there's two sides, right?
Sure.
What side are you on? Sure.
That's a great question. I've actually thought a lot about this. And I don't think I'm a free speech absolutist. I think that we've gotten to a place in society to where that some things need to be like her, for instance. I think her freedom of speech, dude, I don't know. There's so much nuance to this. Where do you fall? Where do you fall? Because I'm all over the place with this. I can be convinced either way, to be honest with you.
There's definitely a line, but I think so I'm not going to say these words, but we can all assume that if someone came onto the internet and was preaching harm upon children in specific ways you can imagine yourself,
right,
and was consistently doing this, and like this is like their output to the world through social media, I have no problem with somebody calling their work up and like, yo, this guy's crazy, right? This person's nuts. You got to do something about this. So there is a line, definitely. I think everybody would agree with that. But I don't want to live in a world where you have to censor yourself because you might lose your job. Because there are I was thinking about this the other day. So if you if you type into Google, who is Alexander Medeiros? Due to my own reckoning. It says he's an America First Christian nationalist. Now, I caveat that very much, but if you hear those two terms put together, you might as well put a white hood on me and call it a day, right?
Yeah. Right. But I don't think. Okay. See, I think that there is a line there, right? I think that you should not get fired for that popping up as a clearly left-wing bio written about you. But and it's actually an endearing title. I don't mind that title at all. I think that whoever was trying to roast you with that title actually did you a favor. But I think that's different than you getting on the internet and saying you are glad that someone tried to assassinate the president, or
Right.
saying terrible things about children. I don't know. But then again, you get to the point where it's like, well, who gets to decide what the line is, right? Because if the other side all of a sudden takes power, and then they change that line where it's now like, okay, well, the line was, SA stuff, right, about children. Now, well, the line is preaching the gospel. And now that's the line, right? So
yeah,
I think if you give the government power, you got to be careful with it. But man, we desperately need to crush our enemies and crush these ideals. And I don't know a way to crush Marxist and communist ideals, which includes gender ideology and all that nonsense. It's all grouped into one. I don't know how you crush Islamic ideas, all these ideologies that are just rotting our country. The quickest way to do that is to use government power to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and that's why it's a sticky situation. There is a middle ground that is probably where we should be.
I agree. What do we got in the comments? By the way, hit that thumbs up, even if you hate us. I see we get the drive-by commentators here. Hey, we're doing a call-in show, fella. If you want to tell us about how much you hate Trump and why, feel free. The link is pinned to both of our channels at the top of the chat. So feel free to jump in there and call in and tell us, defend your argument. If you love Trump, come on and tell us about that and tell us why. Maybe we don't agree with everything that you have to say about Trump, but anywho, Alex, this next video of this crazy.
I'm sorry. Last thing about free speech absolutism, because I've seen this in my feed. I'm sure you have. And I know how it gets there. We talked about how streamers clip and all that behind the scenes. Chud the Builder. Does the name sound familiar to you?
That sounds familiar. I don't know if I've seen said
white
builder.
Boy with a cowboy hat and a mustache.
Oh,
who
yes. Who goes around and just dropping the N-word everywhere he goes.
Yeah, he goes up to black people and he says, "Hey, Nit." Oh, you thought I was going to say it, didn't you? Yeah. And then
for a second.
Yeah. No, but he says, "Oh, do you believe in free speech?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah." And he's like, "Oh, so white people can say the N-word, right?" And he says the N-word with the hard R. How do you like? Whew. I mean, I think. All right, obviously he's doing it for views and money because this is
clearly
the internet.
Yeah.
But how free speech is free speech?
I mean, I think he has the right to say that, and someone has the right to punch him for it. And if that person gets arrested for assaulting him, if that person gets arrested for assaulting him, I think that's fine too. I think
they don't have it right.
I think if you play it through to the end, I'm kind of okay with, because that's not a violent threat, right? He's not like walking up to people like saying, "I have a gun and I'm going to shoot you in the head," or something crazy like that, right? He's not doing that.
That's not free speech.
He's just saying a word that.
Although he did brandish his firearm once, which I thought was really stupid, to agitate someone and then brandish.
Yeah, because the law is not going to be on your side in that situation. I am pro 2A. I'm so pro 2A. I think you should be able to own tanks and bombs, and I think you are in the wrong if you agitate someone and brandish your weapon. That is stupid, and you should be that. Yeah, you should face the consequences for that, for sure. Yeah. But Ohio Patriot makes a good point. At your job, you're not representing yourself, you're representing the company. So your free speech can be limited. Now, Ohio Patriot, I would ask you then, does is that always the case? Like, even when you're not at your job, are you always representing the company everywhere you go 24/7? Because I think some people don't think so. I think there's some, you know. Oh gosh, we got the mustache in the show.
Yeah, well, funny he brings this up because me, Joel, and Jeremiah were on a bros fishing trip, and of course we brought every single one of our firearms.
Every single weapon we own. Knives too, not just guns. All of our guns and knives on the boat with us because we like to. That's how we fish. I mean, it's just how we fish.
Yep. And unfortunately, we hit like the Titanic. We hit Igloo in the middle of Ohio, and everything's gone. We thankfully swam all the way back, hundreds of miles back to shore because we're just in great shape. It was tough, but things happen.
It's unfortunate. So if you want to comb Lake Erie looking for our stuff, yeah, that's
Did I say igloo?
You said igloo. You said hidden igloo. I don't know why there would be an igloo. You meant iceberg. That's what you meant. You meant iceberg. Yeah. You said igloo.
And I said in the middle of Ohio.
Anyway, if you're here, hit that thumbs up button. Share the show. We're doing call-ins. If you want to call in and give us your opinions on anything political. Now he's just roasting you. Now Joel is just roasting you.
Emotional damage.
Nice. I did forget to soundbite. Remind me to do that. I didn't soundbite that. Jesus is a badass. I forgot to soundbite that.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
But okay. Now back to this liberal white lady. Okay, now Alex, pay close attention to what she's wearing.
Right, I'm gonna
tough to read.
Screen this here.
But I want you to see if you can point out the irony. Chat, I want you to look closely too. Can you find the irony in this video?
I hope she hits
How angry she is. She's pretending that's really Trump. She's pretending that's really Trump. Did you catch that?
No. What is it? Hold on, I can't see it. Let me full screen this on my end.
Full screen that.
Do unto others as you would like have them do unto you.
Yep. In the front of her shirt. Yeah.
Is that the theme for tonight? Is self-own?
Self-own. That's all white liberal women can do is own themselves. It's glorious.
That was perfect. And the camera, because usually the camera it has text backwards, so it was even mirrored perfectly so you could read it.
It was beautiful. And the front said "Make America Kind Again." So she's clearly living that example out. To a T. Joel got it. He pointed out that T-shirt. Yeah. Yes. Just insane levels of
Joel's
hypocrisy.
phone is this big, and he's got the text all blown up. Everything's 150%, so he can see it. And he looks at it right in front of his.
Yeah. He also wears very powerful glasses because his eyesight's going because he's so old. But now, Alex, let me ask you a question about your wife. Okay. Now, if your daughter was competing in sports and your daughter lost a competition to a man pretending to be a woman in that sport, how would and your wife was called to give a talk about it, what might be some things that she would have to say about that situation?
All right, so in this situation, I have no control up until the point where I give my wife pointers on what to say.
You can't give her pointers. Just you know your wife well. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think she would say about it?
All right, realistically, my wife is not a confrontational woman. She's a very charitable woman, and I think she would speak her mind, but she wouldn't be so harsh. So she would probably say something like, "This is completely unacceptable and evil." And anyone who approves of this is approving of something evil and should be ashamed of themselves. She would say something like that.
Okay. Very good. Well, let's take a look at what this lady had to say about the exact same situation that I had just described to you.
and I'm a parent of 2 District 203 students, one at Lincoln and one at Central. Today, I speak to you in support of transgendered students and transgendered student athletes. I am proud to live in a state that protects a student's right to participate in sports that align with their gender identity. I thank you for supporting and following this law. Other parties will tell you that they believe this is a disservice to our cisgendered students, and especially our female athletes. As the parent of 2 students in the district, and as a woman, I reject the notion that allowing transgendered athletes to participate in sports is detrimental to our students. Losing a race is disappointing. It is okay for our students to experience disappointment. We cannot protect our children from all the disappointments in life, but we can encourage them to develop resilience. This growth mindset will benefit them in numerous situations.
It's beneficial. It's not only suck it up, Buttercup, but it actually benefited you that you got beat by a dude. like, okay, well, let's take that a step further then. If your daughter does something that this man doesn't like, then he should hit her like he would a boy. Then let's just keep taking that further and further, shall we? Like, go ahead. Like, can you imagine? Like, you have children. I have children. Can you imagine saying that about your children?
Yeah, sacrificing my children so that I can get patted on the back by my peers for being pro-queer. Yeah, no. I could not imagine that. And, you know, there's a famous saying, and I'm going to change it a little bit. Logic is chasing her, but she is faster. Because if you take her argument, and it's like men beating women in women's sports is okay because it teaches our children resilience. All right, well, sign me up for the 5th grade basketball team, and I'm going to teach a lot of kids some resilience.
Right. Exactly. We're going to the championship, whoever I'm playing for. That is for sure. That is for sure. Okay, I do have another video. I might save it. Now, hold on. We did have now, by the way, guys, hit that thumbs up button, call in, click the link. It is pinned to our chat. If you want to call
friend
in,
or foe.
Friend or foe. We take them all. But hold on. Look at the guy behind her to the left. Hold on. Let me reshare this screen because I was not looking at the guy behind her to the left.
Later, Joel. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Yes, Joel. Love you, brother.
Look at the guy behind her to the left. Okay, let's see.
It is okay for our students to experience disappointment.
Oh man, he's like falling asleep. He was like,
and then you have the other side that's actually there to support the other side of what she's saying. So that's cool.
Right. I wonder if he was paid to be there.
This guy, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well,
you know, I'm good to see the white boomer, older lady on the right side there. That's refreshing because usually
you think she was the opponent?
No, look, so if you pull that back up, right? Let's see here.
Yeah.
You see the yellow signs?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Protect girls' sports, stop exploiting kids. There's a white lady right there. Oh, she's not holding up the sign, but she's in that crowd on that side. I'm guessing she's with them, right? Because the other side's all transgender flags.
Right. Yeah. I see. Okay. I for some reason it didn't click there at that moment in time that was the opposing side. I thought. Anyways, yeah.
I would love, because I'm not a leftist, I'm not going to promote violence here. But I would love to just line up all the people on the right there with the transgender flags. Just give me 3 minutes to question their ideology. That's all I need. I would get it on tape. That would be just the best day ever for me. I
think that sounds like a field trip for some content that we need to make to want it somehow key in on one of these rallies for sure. But we have breaking news, Alex. So let's get into it because this affects us directly as Christians. It's going to affect you as a Christian. Actually, I don't think this is going to affect Christians at all, but it might if you're a weak-kneed Christian. And this is, we've been talking a lot of X-Files on this show, right? We got the disappearing scientists that we've been covering week to week,
which is
giving
all connected.
It's somehow even more news about UFOs comes out, and I'm telling you, it's getting weirder, folks. It's getting weirder now. So I'm going to read this story. More news has come out, but I did not get a chance because some of the people who were at this supposed meeting did speak out. But
they also walked back some of it. You saw that too, right?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So religious leaders told prepare now for UFO disclosure to unleash Bible-changing revelations. Let's see what our boy here has to say if this will play, because as you know, the Daily Mail,
according to the men who were present, information, they said to these pastors, you're going to have two responses more than likely when all this information is eventually released. Now, I don't know what the total information is. I know a little bit about what it's about, but apparently whatever this is very serious. And number one, you're going to have people who are going to say, if there are galaxies and there are allegedly other creations in the galaxies, then the whole creation story is a myth. And you're going to have people that's going to apostatize and turn from the Christian faith because they have no answer for what they're about to hear. Then they said the opposite will be. There will be a group of people who are not followers of Christ, are not followers of the Bible, and they're going to freak out. And they're going to come to pastors, ministers, and teachers and say, what is this? Is this really real?
So that's what he had to say. That's Perry Stone, right?
Yep.
And his reputation is questionable. So it's funny. It says influential pastors are claiming they have been told to prepare their followers. Now, he wasn't at the meeting, I guess. He's just commentating. Perry Stone is just commentating on what he was told by the people who were at the meeting.
Right.
And according to Stone, the officials warned a small group of pastors. Why only a small group? Which, I know Joel Osteen wasn't there. And,
well, the Trump administration is connected to mainline evangelism.
Correct. Like
evangelicalism
and those types of people. Yeah.
Right. So I wouldn't be surprised if those same types of people. Now, we do have Pete Hegseth, who is a Calvinist, I believe. And he is kind of plugged into the Reformed circle. So there are some solid brothers there for sure. And I know, but this group does not seem to be the Reformed circle at all.
No, these are your big Eva. This is big Eva.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. That's a perfect way to put it.
And so in fact, everybody who was invited to this apparently is part of that group. So, in this April 27th video, he's claiming that the pastors were told about the existence of reptilian creatures. Now, by the way, I do have a bet on Kalshi right now that the government will not admit the aliens are real before 2027. So I'm still holding on to that because I still think this is going to be bunk. On February 19th, President Trump ordered the Pentagon and Pete Hegseth to release all the information, right? Just like you said. So Pete Hegseth is in the know about this. Last week Trump said the files will be released very, very soon. How many of those are going to be redacted, right? We're assuming that we're just going to get unredacted files. We're not. There's going to be a lot of black marks on those pages.
Kash Patel said he sent the first round of documents to Congress.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Where Congress will make some more redactions, I'm sure. And like he said, right, people are going to question the creation story, yada, yada, yada. Some people will come to Christ because they're going to freak out. And then who is this Alan Didio of Revival National Church, who confirmed that he was part of the gathering, said it seems like a half a dozen people were gathered in an Airbnb in the mountains of Tennessee discussing an investigation that's going on in the United States government that apparently no one's been told about, but these people talking about crimes they have committed in the process of retrieving and reverse engineering technology from non-human intelligence. So apparently some crime has been committed, that there's an investigation going on, that like, what, how would these pastors know about this? And are they going to get in trouble for disclosing this if this is top secret information? Like, how did y'all get the information, and why are you disclosing it if no one else in the administration is disclosing this? Like,
Yeah.
why are a group of pastors? I don't know, something a little strange there. The meeting also went forward to discuss the propaganda plan that was in place leading up to the disclosure. Propaganda plan, I mean, who knows what that's going to be? Another reported attendee, American evangelist podcaster Tony Merkel, I'm familiar with that name, added that the government officials who held the meeting expressed concerns about the impact of UFO disclosure on organized religion. Look, most of us who are adept. Okay, so look, he says, I came in contact with these guys more than a year ago now, and I've been in touch with them, communicating with them. Their heart is to prepare the body of Christ for what's coming. These guys are part of, let's just say, they're Christians in intelligence operations, and they are specifically geared towards, initially, it was a gather of evidence and data on what's actually going on behind the scenes within the disclosure community. The three pastors also warned that when the U.S. government finally releases the historic reports, I think this is going to be a dud. I don't think there's going to be anything historic about it, but UFOs and extraterrestrials, it will not just be surprising news. They believe it will be part of a plot designed to pull people away from faith in Jesus, which is not what Trump is trying to do. So that'd be weird of him to pull a 180 to release this information to do that. The men compared it to what the Bible calls the great deception in the end times prophecies. Merkel and Didio went further, saying the disclosure had already been set up to paint Christians as the bad guys who were holding humanity back, with people being told, you were close, Christians, you were close, that's right, but no cigar. And here's what it actually is. All three men urged churches to get ready now so believers would not be shocked or deceived, but instead stay grounded in the Bible. Vice President J.D. Vance said in March, I don't think they're aliens. I think they're demons. I think most of us hold that view. Meanwhile, Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna of Florida has repeatedly urged the public to read the book of Enoch, which is not scripture, an ancient Jewish religious text written in stages between 300 and 100 BC. Luna, who is chairwoman of the House Oversight Committee tasked with declassifying government secrets, has repeatedly claimed that alien encounters disclosed to her in classified briefings appeared to have a stunning similarity to events in biblical times. I'm wondering how familiar she is with the Bible and what those connections are that she thinks that are there. Now, Mike Winger is also very skeptical about this whole thing, and I do want to show you because he tweeted out today and said the jig is up.
And the unique thing about Winger is he knows a lot of these big EVA people, and he investigates a lot of these big EVA people. He knows who
exposes
their
them
friends
for
are and exposes them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He exposes them for covering up SA in the church. So he posts this. Where someone posted about the pastors being told to prepare, and Anna Paulina Luna, who we just read about, really, I have not heard of this, and we're running point on it with the face. So Anna Paulina Luna, who is in this committee that we just read about, has never heard about any of this going on. So makes you wonder. So I'll say a couple things, Alex, and then I want your thoughts. First, I will have to say that I think, again, most of us agree they're demons, even if you tell me that there's reptilian creatures. Well, okay, well, it's a reptilian demon, whatever you want to call it. Second, I think I'm more worried about the atheists because their worldview is already absurd, so they will believe any absurdity. So yeah, I when he said prepare for people to attack Christians for gaslighting the world or whatever the thing is, I believe that part. If this stuff were to come out and there is some crazy stuff in it, I think atheists will get crazy about it. I mean, Richard Dawkins, one of the most renowned atheists and intelligent person alive, is now convinced that Claude AI has a conscience. So like just the absurdity of it all. So, if there's anything even remotely crazy in these documents, that the atheists are going to take it and run with it.
Yeah. Because as we know, consciousness is just a brain, right? So if you have a naturalistic presupposition that matter is all that exists and our minds are just our brains, then I can see how you would believe that AI could become conscious. Now, we as Christians don't believe that. You cannot have unless you are made in the image of God, you cannot have this consciousness, this soul, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. What did Ohio Patriot? He's Benny Hinn type. Yeah, I mean
Perry
those
Stone.
guys kind of seem like that type. I'd never heard of Perry Stone before until I started looking this up. But
Heard the name before, but didn't really know much about him.
yeah, so that is Mike Winger's out to expose them. These guys are. So I mean, what do you think? Do you think this is legitimate? Do you think this is a ploy? Do you think the government actually has stuff? Do you think these pastors are just like looking for increases in their tithes?
I do think that it's really tough to say. I do think the curtain is being pulled back a bit on Big Eva, and people are wising up, especially because of the resurgence back to traditional views, right? And so I think we're tired of the dog and pony show, especially the ones who try to bring the LGBT into the church, right? So I do think that, but they're still all right. The number one super chatted person on YouTube in the world is a prosperity gospel teacher. So
Really?
Yep. $1 million a year.
Wow.
In super chats.
Wow. And
Yeah.
who is it?
I forget the name. I could look it up pretty easily here, but he's like an African guy, and I think most of the audience is outside of the US. But there is he's the most super chatted person. I think it is even more than 1 million. I know it's over 1 million, but I know it's at least 1 million, but I'm pretty sure it could be even 2 or 3 last time I checked in 1 year.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. Alex, is it against our morals to maybe do some prosperity gospel on this show?
That's funny.
What kind of line can we toe here? Holy cow. Is
But I
this
got
the
a new
guy that
conspiracy for you. Oh, go ahead.
is it do you think it's because I know the guy from Africa that predicted the rapture, right? And then live streamed the event, and they were all supposed to get raptured live on live stream, and then nothing happened. Is it that guy possibly?
Let me see. All right. I'm looking up. That's for daily. Let's see. All time. Pastor Jerry Eze. Guess how much super chat revenue since he's had the channel? Just guess.
Oh gosh. So you're saying he's the number one, right? Since
Yep.
he's had the channel, $10 million.
Close. $8.5 million in super chats.
Jeez, that is wild, dude. That is wild. I can't. Yeah. So again, is this then, knowing who these people are, is this whole thing just a ploy to keep their brand, keep the dog and pony show going?
I do think there are people in government who have very stressful and time-consuming jobs, and their religious beliefs they hold strongly, but they may not be able to discern who is and who isn't the right people to listen to follow, to look up to spiritually. And I think that those types of people who are in positions of power may look at success as a sign of truth, maybe. And so they look up to these people and they say, well, like they have relationships with these people and they want them to know, because they feel like they're doing the right thing by saying, hey, I don't want people to lose their faith. So let me warn these guys about what I believe is coming, or maybe they even know what's coming. Yeah. And so they're trying to do the right thing. And I think these like, why would you say something now? Like, they came to you in private, right, and now you're exposing what they said to you, and you're putting them in jeopardy. That's not cool. Like, if I came to you and I told you something in private, I'm not expecting you to go public with it. I would be offended if you just hopped on Twitter and YouTube and was like, hey guys, guess what my friend just told me.
Hey, by the way, let me tell you about Alex's personal life here while I got you guys here. Hit that thumbs up button if you are one of the few people watching right now. Help us in that algorithm. We do have a caller. Alex, I do have some other stories to get to. Do we want to get to the stories, or do we want to take the caller?
Since he's here, let's take him now. He seems ready. I have no idea who this is. We'll see.
We'll see. Darth Joff, like Joffrey?
I think it's Geoff.
Geoff. Okay. Okay. Let's take him. Let's take the call.
All right. So the way we have to do this, sorry, I gotta, because we don't usually do this, so I have to
I'm the one who's bad with technology, Alex.
Boomer
manage
moment.
layouts.
Boomer moment.
Total boomer moment. I'm rubbing off
Boom.
on you.
Come on,
Alex.
Alex. Come on. Come on, man.
What's up,
baby?
Jeff? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you, man?
Doing good, brother. Nice to
Fantastic,
see you.
fantastic.
Thank you. I've heard it's a very nice hat.
It is a very nice hat.
Yeah.
The crucifix. Okay, got an Andrew Wilson fan in the house.
I've heard he's I heard he's okay. Smoky
He's
Man
okay.
bad.
Yeah.
Smoky Man bad though. Smoky Man bad. What's going on, man?
Just
Just
like
I
Orange Man
figured
bad.
I'd stop in and say hey, see what you're up to.
Yeah. What are your what do you want to talk about? What are your thoughts? You want to talk about the aliens or any of the liberal white women that we roasted earlier?
Well,
Real quick. So Jeff is an Orthodox Christian. We've met up a few times, had some good conversation. We had a debate together, actually, on
Nice.
the aging tomato. No, not the raging.
The aging tomato.
the it
And
sucks, dude, is I finally
that?
figured out the autonomous theonomous thing, and now I'm employing it.
oh, that's
Of
awesome.
course,
man.
now
We'll have
after
to
the
talk more.
debate, after the debate, but continue.
Have you read what is it? There's a book by, is it Father or Saint Seraphim? Orthodoxy in the World Religion or something like that. It's a popular Orthodox book.
I don't think I've done that one yet.
Okay. The reason I ask is because a lot of people, like Bryce, for example, you know Bryce, Jeff. I'm not sure if you do, Jeremiah. Bryce posted about the UFO stuff, and he said to read this book. So I didn't know if you had read it or not.
No, I think that Saint Seraphim does talk about that a lot. But I'm not familiar with. I'll show you where I'm at.
Right.
Check this out.
Who's
The
that?
Triads.
Oh, okay.
Saint Palamas. Trying to get my
Gregory
metaphysics.
Palamas, is that? Am I right
Yep.
there?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Trying to get my
Nice.
metaphysics in for trying to make the positive argument for the Trinity, because sometimes when you get really into the granular of the argument, they want to know how you're proving the Trinity to be the case. Like for instance, in the autonomous theonomous, and maybe you could walk me through it too, so I can sharpen my blade. Why couldn't it be 2 gods or 4 gods or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. We could definitely talk about that. Let's a little bit stay on topic for the show. What are your
sure.
thoughts? Yeah, what are your thoughts on the alien topic? Have you been following the UFO disclosure and secret pastor meetings at all?
No, I just always assume it's demons.
Right.
Is
Yeah,
that the Orthodox position in general? That is the case?
Probably. I don't know anyone that holds an Orthodox position that would think it's some sort of life outside of our life, though
Right.
it's logically possible. So something to also investigate.
For sure. Now, have you noticed an increase in church attendance, right? Because we talked earlier how the traditional, like the dog and pony show is coming to an end and people are returning to more traditional faiths, so to speak. Have you noticed that as well?
I want to say at least 5 to 8 new inquiries right now. And our priest actually asked me and another guy we're taking a catechist class right now to help with the catechesis and get something structured for all the newcomers.
And explain
So
for
we've
maybe
been-
someone in the audience may not know, what's the difference between an inquirer and a catechumen?
Well, inquiry would just be you're coming in and you're seeing what it's about, right? Whereas if you're going into catechesis, you're pretty much already on the pathway that you want to become Orthodox, you want to get charismated in. You're essentially saying, I want to put a foothold in this. And so the catechesis is used to train and get you to the spot where you get charismated and then you're blessed into the church. That's like, I'm trying to make it simplistic.
Yeah. Cool.
That's a general idea.
Nice. Now, what would be your response? How do you think people in the Orthodox Church will respond if the government comes out and says, yes, aliens are real. We have alien technology. Here's pictures, video proof.
Reptilian creatures. Here's the body of a reptilian creature that we have recovered.
Well, I think it's interesting because you could always run the challenge of induction. How do you know this is aliens? How do you demonstrate that? Because you really don't have anything like, okay, this seems our worldly or something like this. Fine,
right.
But we don't have anything to compare that to. So even if you went on like Mars and you found some sort of creature or something like this, it's like, well, yeah, we went to Jupiter and we found life. It's like, did you though? Did you? How you demonstrate that? I don't know.
Right. It's like, do you have video of you procuring this creature from wherever you got it from? Yeah,
bro.
I'm just taking
like
your word for it.
landing,
Just trust me, bro. Yeah, just trust me, bro.
Trust me. Yeah, it's like the moon landing, man. It totally happened. Yeah.
And it is interesting how now we have technology that can pretty much, I mean, I know a lot of people who get duped by AI. I have, older people in my life and they text me like, hey, is this real? And usually it's pretty obvious, but sometimes,
Right.
I mean, there was a picture of the Pentagon on fire that went viral for like an hour on Twitter and people believed it they were like, whoa, what's going on? That was kind of like my first taste of, wow, is this real? And it was quickly debunked. Obviously, just
Right.
the Pentagon wasn't on fire, but it is interesting how, like, I mean, pictures are pretty good with AI. Video is still very clunky. And it's pretty easy to tell, but they could fake some pretty good pictures.
It's only a matter of time till
that as well.
You could reenact something in video and it'd be almost impossible unless you did some sort of video analysis to prove that it actually happened, right? And
right, and okay.
It also gets me into so I'm a Black Mirror nerd, and one of the episodes they're making like synthetic life, right? So like almost making human-like things that are not actually human. But you couldn't the premise of the show was you couldn't really tell. It looked outside of the fact that this model that was being tested, it was kind of clear and obvious, but the way it responded and interacted with you, it was like, oh, it's kind of creepy. Like, I know it's a machine, but it's almost demonstrating feelings and it can manipulate, and it was showing self-awareness and these sorts of things. And so it's like, the question becomes, does that thing have an actual consciousness?
Yeah, I think it's very likely that you throw a skin suit on a Tesla humanoid and give it some AI, and I think we got a Black Mirror episode on our hands.
Yeah, you do. You do, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, once they start putting the AI in the robots that can move like a person, that's going to be scary. That's going to be scary.
Oh, yeah, because like the idea here is that it's not just code. Like old school AI was just code, pure code. What they were doing in this episode with the technology they had was giving it live interactions between human beings so that it could actually, like, it could have facial responses and things like that. So like it knew how to look upset and what to say in inflection and these sorts of things and language. And it's like, it's so close in its mimicry that you're like, we might not be very far from that.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Or not a super chatter, but if the CIA tells you anything, assume the opposite is true. That's usually a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Colonel Olds. And you got to wonder, will the timing, if assuming these files come out soon this year with all this supposed crazy stuff in it, what is it going to be distracting us from? Right? What what are we supposed to be really looking at that these files are like, here, look over, little bird, there's a bird over here. Yeah. You gotta wonder.
Absolutely. All right. So we have about 10-15 minutes left in the show. Jeff, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you for coming by. This is his first time on the show today. Now, before you go, Jeff is also a content creator. If you want to shout out your channels and if you have anything coming up you want to shout out, feel free.
Yeah, been doing a lot of live stuff lately because glory to God, I keep increasing, baby. Might be my best year. Who knows? The numbers
awesome.
Numbers good. So yeah, I'm at Darth Geoff. Before I roll out, Alex, are you going to DebateCon?
I'm gonna try, but it's in a month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More, yeah.
I did the math. It's like a $1,200 trip for me. I can probably pull it off financially, but I just spent a week and a half out of work, and I might have to take like a Friday and Monday off just because it's I can't drive. It's in Texas. It's like I don't even want to know how long of a drive. Probably
Good
like 30
flying.
hours.
I wouldn't fly.
Yeah. And so the flight I'd have to take 2 days off. So that's my issue. I'm going to talk to my boss about it, see if I can work something out. But are you going?
Yeah. Definitely gonna be flying though, because
yeah,
I don't. It's the same thing. I don't want to know how far. 14 plus hours.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So you end up spending like 4 days driving there and back.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's going to be a really big one. What are the headliners? Is Andrew and Destiny going at it, or are they just both separately debating Dinesh?
I didn't see anything lined up with Destiny and Andrew. I know Not So Bright is going to be there. I do know
against Rachel.
Destiny, yeah, right. I do know Destiny is there, but it didn't look like they were going to have any 1v1s or anything like this. Maybe. I'd love to see it, but I mean, at the same time, I think Destiny knows he's kind of outmatched at this point, so it's like, you know, what are you
I want to know how much they're paying Dinesh D'Souza to debate Destiny and Andrew back to back. That's going to be fun.
So what's he debating Andrew on?
It might be a Zionist debate.
Oh.
Yeah, because Dinesh is a Zionist, correct?
Yeah.
So I think it's along those lines. I think that might be both topics for Destiny and Andrew.
Or
it might be a Trump one with Destiny.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a strange position for. Not that, I don't know how his politics would get into that, but yeah, Trump would be definitely something he'd debate. So
yeah, let's see. I'll pull it up here. We've got. Oh, they don't have it up yet. Oh yeah, they do. Trump. Yep, Destiny is Trump. Wow. So they're doing on Sunday. Dinesh is facing off against Destiny and ending the event against Andrew. And yes, it is. Are Christians morally obligated to support the Jews in Israel? Is the Andrew debate?
Yeah,
that'll be a good one. It'll be a good one.
I know the rhetoric already.
Yeah, if I secure my spot, I'll definitely let you know. It'll be good to see you again.
Cool. Yeah, I know. You might know Adrian if you saw him. I know Adrian. And then I got a Catholic bro that wants to go, so hopefully we'll get something.
Yep. Jonathan Newby and Bryce will be there. They told me he offered me to stay on in his hotel room, so that definitely helps financially. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, you guys, let's get those plans secured offline. Let's get to the next story, fellas. We got a lot
Have a
to
good night,
cover
Jeff.
in a short amount of time. I appreciate you coming on, though, Darth.
God bless, brother.
Later.
All right. Now, Alex, we had covered this a little bit, actually. And in fact, I can't wait to do another Nick Shirley video again, but he is not the star of this story. And in fact, maybe we even touched upon this, but inside Ohio's home health empire, 7 buildings, 288 Medicaid companies, $250 million. That is just the tip of the iceberg. This is in my neck of the woods, dude. Like, this is literally 35 minutes from where I live. I used to live in downtown Columbus. I knew it was a Democrat crap hole, and I just didn't know to the extent like how bad this was. Like the Daily Wire just blew, like, honestly, I don't know how our Republican governor is going to live this down. To be quite honest with you, he's lucky that he's termed out, like he can't run again. So he's, obviously opening the door for Vivek. But this story, and we're going to watch a little bit of this because the guy, Parker Thayer, who did this story, did a little bit of a video on it, which I do want to play some of it here.
Companies collecting millions from taxpayers. For some of these companies, there were red flags hiding in plain sight. Ohio has asked for and received waivers from the federal government, allowing it to expand Medicaid to do things it was never intended to do, including very expansive services rendered in people's houses, services that aren't medical at all, like doing chores, cooking, cleaning, even just providing companionship and conversation.
So you can bill the federal government and make a living providing companionship to an elderly person. That's insane.
The idea was it was cheaper than putting people in a
We're in the wrong business, Alex.
nursing home. But this homemaking category quickly outpaced every other Medicaid category we have data for, the actual medical stuff. The number of people who suddenly claimed to need these personal servants was just that large. It turns out that when there's a huge incentive to claim that you're infirm without actually having to move into a nursing home, a lot of people start claiming they're infirm. Over the last several years, federal spending on home health doubled in Ohio from about $500 million a year to $1 billion a year.
And this is just in home stuff.
Just over 6,000 residents, 75 or older, on
only
Medicaid.
has 6,000 residents, 75 plus on Medicaid. So you're spending $1 billion on supposedly only 6,000 residents.
Let's do some public math, which is never good. So we've got 1 billion divided by 6,000. Is this a yearly spend? Yeah. So you're at 100. How is it cheaper than putting someone in a nursing home? You have $166,000 on average per person per year.
Per year. That is insane. And the fact that there's more companions than the actual people who work in the medical industry. Companions. The business is booming.
And not all 6,000 residents are on this program. So you could probably cut that number, double that number. That's over $300,000 per person on the program. That's not cheaper than a nursing home.
Right. It's not. Hold on.
Their houses are probably not that much.
Oh, dude, these just wait till he drops some of these numbers.
Most Medicaid companies, 3 are owned by the New Jersey-based Cordoba Real Estate Group, LLC, registered by Israel Izzy Steinberg and Isaac Nassar, who lives in a $4.5 million mansion in New Jersey and showed off his sports car in one of his.
So these are the people that rent the buildings to these healthcare companies.
2 airplanes online. Altogether, Cordoba Real Estate Group owns 7 buildings in the area during the time of the Medicaid payments released by the federal government. These 7 buildings are filled with nearly 300 Medicaid firms. Almost all the tenants in these buildings are Medicaid businesses who provide low-skilled, usually non-medical care for elderly or disabled people. The front doors are open, but inside, the 7 massive complexes are as abandoned as a post-apocalyptic horror scene.
Just like when Nick Shirley was doing the same thing in Minnesota and in California for the hospice care. Remember when he was going around the hotel where the businesses were supposedly located, and there's like nobody ever there.
Now we found
Nobody even
Horizon
knows the
Home
name of the
Healthcare.
businesses he's asking for.
Right. They're like, huh? What are you talking about?
This received $5 million. Meg, that is
$5 million to this closet.
$5 million over a couple of years, but it's just a closet. There's nobody here. Smoke detectors chirp for new batteries. Office doors have signs suggesting the owner is out to lunch.
What does this mean, Alex? Streaming to
Even though
assist.
the mail has been piling.
I don't get it.
It's as if months ago, a supernatural phenomenon whisked all life away without warning. The United States government
rapture
is
did
under the
happen.
impression that all these buildings
Right. The rapture was real. It just took all the Muslims.
hold thriving businesses. In all, Cordoba houses 288 businesses registered with Medicaid, which charged taxpayers more than $250 million between 2018 and 2024. They made Medicaid claims using billing codes that are essentially unverifiable because the service happens in the privacy of a patient's home.
Unverifiable claims.
The businesses have been established
We're in the wrong business, Alex.
as if by machine, with some sharing identical signs. As one sign explained, the home Medicaid businesses don't often provide health care at all. They provide, quote, companionship and conversation.
Bro, all we got to do is talk to elderly people, and we can bill the government for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I'm
That's
going to set up
wild.
one of those Tesla robots we were just talking about, the skin suit. Just send them in there.
And just right. We don't even have to be there. Just send in a robot, and then we'll put a sign on our business door that says "Out to lunch, be back soon," and we just never come back.
Right next to that sign,
Talk
held
about
a
having
piece of paper
skeletons in your
claiming, of
closet.
course,
That's funny.
we're on break right now. In the Cordoba office building at 1425 East Dublin Granville Road, we finally located a business suite with somebody in it.
Now, listen to what this guy says about getting paid to talk to your own family members, because a lot of these people get paid literally to hang out with their elderly family members. And listen carefully to what this guy says about it.
GC Home Healthcare LLC. Asked how he recruits employees, he said employees and patients come as a package. 70% of the employees are just being paid to spend time with their own family members.
The patient, like they have someone in their family that has, the qualifications to be an aide, CPR and everything. So they just come together and they say, yeah, well, I got approval from my doctor.
After getting a note from the
Who gets approval from their doctor for this? Like, what doctor is handing out these approvals?
doctor vouching for the elder's need for personal services. The family member of an elderly person isn't set up to bill Medicaid, so a company stands in the middle.
I mean, we're just taking a small cut because, they pay us.
And just take a little off the top.
And then we pay them their hours.
He said the number of hours depends on a doctor's recommendation, but it's often an hour a day.
Like, do you expect them to take time off work just to take care of the roads? I mean,
Wait, did you catch that? Did you expect them to take time off work to
just to take
care of their relatives?
There has to be some sort of benefit.
I asked him why.
Bro, what kind of piece of crap are you that there has to be some kind of benefit for you to take care of your elderly family?
Hey, Graham, I'd love to stay, but your hour's up.
Sorry, I gotta go. I'm not getting paid to be here. You got that? That just, oh, dude, like that. I can't. This is why Somalians and these immigrants, not even just Somalians, are not compatible with Western values and culture. Like, I can't imagine that mindset. Like, that mindset doesn't belong in our country. It just doesn't. It just doesn't.
Elderly companionship care typically costs between $20 and $35 per hour in the U.S. So these people are selling out the federal government for $20 a day. Selling out
$20 a day.
taxpayers.
Yeah. wait till you. Let me skip ahead to where he breaks down these numbers even further.
But it doesn't make sense. How does someone scale this to what was that guy making $4.3 million a year?
Right.
It doesn't make sense. How do you get to $166,000 per person? The elderly companionship must be like just the very tip of the iceberg here.
Yeah, I think
80
he might
companies,
address
which
that.
collectively billed $73 million to Medicaid and received $23 million from the state of Ohio. 11 companies billed more than $1 million apiece. 2 claimed Suite A alone, Continental Home Healthcare Incorporated, led by Dekwa Mohammed, which billed $15 million, and Dynamic Home Healthcare, owned by Saeed Ahmed, who billed $10 million. Bernard Kunoda's Buckeye Health Agency charged $15 million. Down the hall is Omega Home Healthcare Services, which charged taxpayers $11 million. A flyer says it provides services like hair care and homemaking, like cleaning and bed making. Omega was incorporated by Muhammad A. Jama in 2011. Now, Jama founded a newspaper called the Somali Post and runs a trucking company. He apparently found time to do all that and raise 9 children while earning millions of dollars in Medicaid payments on the side. The Medicaid money came so easily that when he ran for state senate as the Democratic nominee in 2024, his multi-million-dollar home health care business didn't even get a mention in his biography. Jama came to the United States as a refugee seeking a better life, it said. Now,
and he got it.
Just 25 years later, he is part of the true American dream, where freedom, opportunity, and hard work can give any American a chance to achieve. Jama lost to a Republican. He previously ran in the Democrat.
Now I think he does answer that question.
The big question.
Oh, and they're giving people
by the board.
He does cover in this story that they're giving people with felony records certifications to do this work too. So like your background doesn't matter. You can commit crimes and still be hired.
I think you need to take some advice from our good friend Candace Owens.
What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
Why are you so scared? Where is the money? Okay, I think maybe he might cover this.
The big question is, what did we actually get for all these tax dollars? Our investigations suggest not very much in the way of health services. Instead, the likely outcome is that billions of dollars went to enriching mafia boss-like figures and were shipped abroad to African nations for who knows what. Foreign remittances, the money immigrants receive in America and send abroad, often back to their home countries in Africa, Asia, and South America, were tracked at $93 billion in the most recent data for 2021. When you include both official channels like banks and unofficial channels like the Hawala networks popular in Muslim communities, U.S. money flowing out is at least $200 billion a year. Some of it is earned on job sites. Much of it is received through government welfare programs, both as benefits directly and indirectly through the businesses we've investigated. In previous years, we talked about welfare.
So I'm wondering then if what he described earlier, that company that was the middleman taking the cut, is that how you do it? Do you be the middleman in the home health care, recruit the patients and the workers, take your cut off the top, and you have to recruit like a bunch of them or something? And that, because now I'm wondering how do you bill?
That doesn't, because it doesn't make sense, because I did the math. That one company at $11 million at $25 an hour, that's 440,000 billable hours. You can't run an organization like that without recruiting half the city.
Right. So how did the billed hours? How did no one look at that and be like, something's a little off here? Right.
Yeah, no, I think it's just because these companies pay taxes, right?
Right.
So I think everybody turns a blind eye because,
well, actually,
why
some of them don't. Some of them
Really?
don't. In fact, what they do is they shut down the LLC and then open another one. And then when that one gets in trouble, they shut that LLC down and open another one. One of the guys that they covered in this story was doing just that. Like he never paid taxes on any of the fraudulent money that he was receiving for any of this.
But that doesn't make sense because the IRS is federal. So the IRS doesn't care that your governor's in on it and your mayor's in on it and all these people are in on it, right? They're going to audit you and get their money.
You would think. You would think. We need to do a deeper dive. We need to do a deeper dive. And then, yes, the Ohio Attorney General resigned today. Not suspicious at all.
No, not at all.
The man's supposed to be investigating all of this garbage going on. It's just insane, dude. It's just insane. It's like every time, every other week we do a show, I feel like more fraud. Like it shows up. Like Nick Shirley started this domino effect, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, and good because now pay this man, get this man some AdSense money.
You're right. Get that.
I don't care. I mean, it's going to be a lot less than all the fraud he's uncovering now.
Right. He would make more of a percentage.
I think we need stricter remittance laws.
I think we need to get all these people out of our country.
Yeah. But what's the incentive to be here? Remittance, right?
Right. Good point. Get rid of the incentive, get rid of the will to immigrate here in the first place.
Right, because how many of these people are being sent here by their governments or by people, organizations within their own country to funnel the money back to their country?
Good point. Hey, you're part of our cartel now. You go to America, get this money, send it back. We gain
political influence because that's all they do. All of them get a bunch of money and go gain political influence right away. And you can, especially these smaller elections, 100% buy votes. And it's not a direct payment, but it's through advertising and manipulation. And, you know, $11 million goes a long way with direct mail.
Oh, 100%. And then James O'Keefe was just in California where they were bribing people to vote on the street. He almost got attacked because he was trying to interview him and he wouldn't leave him alone. And he almost got punched in the face, which I'm surprised he hasn't by now as much as he's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just wild, dude. It's just wild. And I want to thank everybody for watching. I do have a lighter note to end our show on today because this just looks extremely painful. I don't know why she felt the need to do this, but where'd it go? Oh gosh, yeah. Okay. Just this made my eyes water watching it, Alex. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is this it? Nope. There it is. Okay. Oh gosh. You watch. I can't look at it.
Well, you got to put it on stage first, my friend.
Oh,
hold on. You got to restart. It wasn't on stage.
Oh, it wasn't on stage. Okay. Are we on stage? Okay.
You're on stage.
I can't do it.
1, 2, 3.
He's shaking.
You gotta go back.
Get it out of my
Are your nose hairs that bad? Oh. Like who has nose hairs so bad you have to wax your nose?
My kneecaps are shaking.
It's funny, bro. Come here.
I'm fine now because I have a free nose so I can breathe. I don't like when my kneecaps are shaking.
I'm gonna go convince my wife her nose hairs are bothering me.
Oh.
Whoa. Sam, I guess we better record this. She
We better record this.
We better record this. Don't help her up. We gotta record it. No way, dude. Listen, they make great products to shave the nose hairs. You don't need to wax them. That's just, there's no reason to ever do that ever.
Oh man, yeah, that's a great torture device.
Yeah, great torture device. Are you old enough to where you're shaving your nose hairs yet?
Nope.
Oh man, you got so much to look forward to, Alex.
Although
Folks, thanks for watching.
I took a shower earlier and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I got more hair in my back than I.
That's you got a whole other problems to worry about there. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the caller for calling in. Hopefully we get some more callers moving forward. We would love to hear friends and foes. We had a friendly on today, but I'm totally open to having a foe on the show to debate us on any political topic to your heart's desire. You name the topic, if it's not something that we are covering in these news stories that we are covering. Alex, I know you already talked a little bit about what you're doing. Anything immediately coming up for you?
Nothing immediately. Still waiting on my first debate with Word War Debate. I haven't heard anything. They usually text me. The guy who set it up has my number, so he said he'd text me when I need to prepare for my debate. So we'll see what happens there.
Right on, right on. I got nothing this week, though. Next week, I am working on a video. Tim Pool and his White House correspondent, Elad, who is Jewish, got into a bit of a debate about, is it okay to align with your enemies to achieve common goals? I'll be giving the biblical scriptural view on that topic, so be on the lookout for that next week. And as always, folks, catch us here every Thursday, 9:45-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bid you all adieu, and God bless.
God bless.